everybody. Here we are again with our friends Giovannino Donati.
Hello.
And we are today. They are playing the last board, the last segment of the quarterfinal in the open teams, and they are playing the fourth segment out of 6 in the semifinal of women and seniors. So let's have a look to the situation in the open teams. We can see that there are at least, okay, here we are, there are at least 3 matches really very close and completely open. The first 3 matches, Zimmerman against Texas Aces. Zimmerman was a lot in advance after the second round, but then the Texas Aces had a good return in the third segment, and so they are just 17 points back now. In the other match, they were absolutely 87-87, but just in the last board, Struhl called the what did they call, Giovannino? 6 clubs?
They did 6 spades that they made, while in the other room Spector went 1 down in 6 clubs.
And so they are 14 points ahead. That's it. In Lavazza, the first segment was all in Lavazza against Chagas. The first segment was almost a push, just 3 points for Chagas. Then Lavazza had a very good second segment, winning 30 points. But then Chagas, as usually in this tournament, they have always won absolutely very good set, and they won by 44 in the last and in the third segment, and now they are ahead of 17. On the contrary, the team Halfrey that eliminated the team of my friend Donati in the first knockout, it seems to be quite sure that has won. How many? What do you think? Is it possible for Frogs to recover this big disadvantage?
It's very difficult because they should find the right hands to recover this 61 imps gap.
Also 61.
Yeah, they need to guess everything, and some help from Alfred could be grateful things for them, but there are 3 combinations that usually don't verify together. So
I always thought that the difference between 2 numbers that are both pair must be a pair number. So 61 is a very strange difference. I think it's less. It's something different.
No, you have the wrong result.
No, I have the wrong result.
Obviously. Okay. You're challenging me on mathematical skills, so you lost the start, believe me.
Okay, but this doesn't. So we had just one interview with one of the players that are interested in these 4 matches. Can you? Do you want to show it now, Mario? Our director can show. We have just one interview with the member of another segment.
Play now.
What do you think about your teammates? They have done a good job.
Yes, of course. 29 points plus is not bad, no?
Well, it's not bad at all. And what do you think about your opponents? I mean, are they dangerous? This is a strange team or not?
Yes, a strange team. Is all the player is play very well. The system is so, but I think it's very dangerous because it's a simple board. Is very dangerous. Strange board is not very strong because it's play the old bridge, not new bridge.
You see, Norberto is always very clear. When he says something, he says what he thinks. Thank you, Norberto. Ciao. Okay, back we are. So we could have a look to the results of women knockouts. Well, in the women knockouts, as you can see, there is almost the same situation, not exactly the same, but almost the same situation in the two matches. In one, the Aperol team, French-Russian team, is ahead of 28 on Smith, the Swedish-English team, and in the other one, Baker is 42 points ahead of Baroni, but they have still 3 sets to go. They are just halfway when we have this result. So everything can happen. And let's go and see the last situation. I mean, the situation we have in the seniors. Okay, in here, as you can see, there is a match in which one team is quite ahead of the other one, 32 points. In this team that is ahead, Wolfson teams, it plays a player, maybe some of you know, Bob Hammond, who really, if he is going to win another world championship, will destroy any record in any sport, because if won his first championship at the end of the year 60s, something like 50 years ago, and he could win also here, so it would be really a record. Giovannino, do you think that you are going to win at the Hammond age?
I don't know. Maybe I will play a good bridge, but depends from my teammates. Obviously, I hope not to be nasty with them if this could happen.
Okay, so now we are going back to our match. We start with Lavazza against Chagas. We start with no, we are indirect, please. Yeah. We start in Lavazza against Chagas. And what happens up to now, Giovannino? You followed the match?
Lavazza gained 5 imps in the first 2 boards. They won 6 in the second boards, making 3 hearts, while in the other room the Chagas team went down in game. So Lavazza picked up 6 very useful imps for them. Now yes. 12 imps. They show that the match is almost leveled and everything can happen.
12 imps is one game vulnerable, I think.
Yeah.
One down is 12 imps. So, are you okay? What's going on in this very end?
In this end, we can see that Norsas can play. They can play 3 hearts, but they can't beat them because Dennis Bild, who has hearts for his own, is too weak, only 6 points and in vulnerable situation to overcall, so they are letting opponents play one no trump that goes easily down. Hey, James.
Okay, and so what about for this one no Trump? Oh, I see that Janice Simon Molson came again to join us. Thank you, Janice. But we have just 2 microphones, so you have to share with Giovannino.
Okay. I really just came to see him because he's so cute.
Okay, and so
that's a good reason.
One no Trump is a makeable contract.
No.
No.
2 down, they cash 5 hearts, 1 spade and 2 diamonds.
So if they had played two hearts, would have been the same as a result.
9 tricks, 1 imp.
1 imp, okay.
But it's normal contract. Dennis can beat 2 hearts with his hand.
Well, I think it's much better if we go to the other table so that we can know the results of the table in the other room.
In board.
Okay, but we have time.
Okay, so
Because I always think that that is more interesting to see a board when you know the results of the other room. What do you think, Janice, about
I
this?
absolutely agree with you.
Yeah.
And I think you're very cute. too.
Okay. Yes, two very young guys.
so we can change our seat. We can swap.
So you should go in Sementa Bocchi and Chagas Villaboas room. Is it possible? Yes, here is. So in this board, West made 3 clubs, 3 diamonds, and in here,
Playing 3 spades.
3 spades by south.
Its contract is going 2 down, so it should be a flat board. The heart to the queen, diamond to the king, and the Bocchi can exit with a safe heart. So Villas Boas has to give 2 clubs to the defense. And they can defeat the contract by 2 tricks. So flat board. Unless something strange happens. Who knows?
Strange thing happens often in bridge. Your experience doesn't tell you this.
My experience is low, but I've also so many strange things. Did also in this championship. But you think that probably contract goes too down because the situation is open cards. Actually, it went too down.
Went too down, so flat board, right?
Yes. This is interesting. For 19 they are bidding.
In board 19 we're in the other room. Oh, that's the one we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So they could play 2 hearts, but
This could be interesting because Bocchi opened one of Trump with has 14, a 10, some few spot cards. So it's not obvious to open one of Trump with
Giovannino, can you explain to me why all the pairs they play, let's say that all the pairs that play one of Trump, 15, 17, they 99% of the times they open one of Trump with 14. There is any special reason? It's just
one of Trump is like a preempt sometimes because if you open one club, the opponents could overcall with 1 heart, 1 spade. Over one of Trump is more difficult. Also,
for example, in this hand, the Bocchi with no aces, very good hand for no Trump.
it's not a usual hand to open one of Trump, but consider that is in favorable vulnerability. And also it's in first seat, so opponents don't know anything about each other, and maybe it could be an help.
In the other room they went 2 down.
Yeah.
Maybe Bocchi can go just 1 down.
No, now he can make, but
Yes, no.
he had to play spades before. Now, if he plays diamond to the 10, he can guess obviously, and Villas Boas can shift with the jack of hearts and set the contract. He would have won playing a spade before, but it's not obvious because sometimes opponents can have 5, can clear the spade, and
But he could have cashed the clubs finishing in hand, couldn't he?
yeah, when you cash the king of clubs and you see no honor from nobody, you can cash club ace before and then play club queen. So you can play spade at the right moment. Now we can't do it anymore. But defense is not so easy, even though I think that Villa's boss should find the hard shift. No,
But he didn't.
he didn't.
Didn't even think about it.
It's very strange because he sees that if he plays ace of spade and spade, he has the 6 tricks, so what happens? Probably cashed the ace. Okay, operator made only one undo. Yeah, it's too late. Strange, there is no coherence in this play. It's better for Lavazza. They can gain. Now they gain 5 imps, and the gap is reduced to 7 imps.
And with a long way to go. A really long way to
How
go.
many boards? 10. 10 to go. 7 imps, everything could happen. You can say.
Okay.
So,
So,
nice board.
mm-hmm.
Okay, we can see in this end that our 2 slams are makeable, 6 diamond and 6 spades. No, 6 spades, no, sorry, but because diamond lead can set the contract with half.
What about 6 hearts?
6 hearts is not can be made because
Because,
you can you have to give 1 trump and 1 spade. You have no way to discard it. Only 6 diamonds is going to make because you can give place of spade and spade 9. You can cash all the 5 trumps and you discard an heart over the ace of club. For the same reason you make also 6 no trumps, you can make it because the defense can't take away.
For example, let's
the club.
let's say that 6 no trumps are not a contract here. But how can anybody know if 6 spades or 6 hearts, which one is better of the 3? This is just a guess. I mean,
Sometimes,
what do you think, Jen? I know you are busy. Okay, that doesn't matter.
I'm thinking that
That you know.
that you probably don't belong in any slam, so it seems like the normal contract ends up being 4 hearts.
Because you can, if North discovers that, finds out that South has voiding clubs, he won't like his cards anymore. Anyway, they stopped in game Brazilian players, so it seems good for them.
Slam really does look kind of terrible, doesn't it?
Yes, you also need to find the diamond suite.
Without the 10, I mean, you just it's kind of a silly slam. Okay, well that's aggressive with our stiff trump.
Probably it will be a flat board. In the other room they were bidding with the system and they played 4 spades. Duboen gave the 5-4-4-0 minimum with voiding clubs over build as relays, and after they stopped to game. So
Another flat.
another.
They might pick up an imp because of the king of spades opening late, right?
Yeah. Yes, but they both killed king of spades, but also in the other room they didn't find the diamond lead that would have limited the first spades to 11 tricks, so flat board. Unless builder plays, no, they cash ace of diamond. Could have been a way to finesse, to have the double finesse and lose the queen bear, but he didn't. Okay, so flat board. Però diciamo 24. The lady Saperol. I know. Yeah, silver money.
Well,
That's not done for the day. Let's roll back.
okay, now we have a look again to the women match. And strange thing, after 3 boards played in one match and 2 boards played in other match, both of them they are 0, 0, 0, 0. No. What do you mean?
Only play 3 sets.
Ah, okay. So we have no.
The seniors too.
They played 2 sets. Okay, so we have okay. Let's see what.
The fourth, no, they are playing the fourth set right now.
Women's is 3 and 3. Women's is definitely 3 and 3. But the seniors actually, I think, maybe one-day matches.
Are you sure? Because here it seems that they are playing.
Who? The women?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on.
But also seniors are playing.
Anyway, in
Their fourth segment.
we had a little misunderstanding, but in the women April team, the Russian and French team is 24-0 against Smith, while in the other match, Baroni is just 1 point ahead of Baker. We had some interview.
Because they are in direct.
Sorry, no, you can. It's not possible to stay here. It's not possible.
41.
And
Baroni is there.
Yeah.
we have some interview with the women that are involved in this match. And so when when Mario will tell us that he's ready, we can have a look at this. Okay.
Are you playing in the senior category?
Yes, it is first time in my life.
And how are you doing today?
We are okay. We now we won. We are ahead about 20 IMP. Then in the first session was 5, then 25. It's a good start.
You are easy.
I'm happy, man.
Thank you so much. And good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, Bob.
Hello.
How is your day today?
Yet. The day's young. Lots of room to get bad results.
And how was the first step?
First set was good, but we're now paying for it.
You still doing the best.
We're
So
still ahead briefly, but we'll see.
okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And good luck.
Not so difficult for you all to understand that we didn't have the interview of the women, but the seniors interview, but with a great one. Bob Hammond was in the last interview. Now, so the women are going on now. I asked my director. Okay, here we are. You have qualified as 8th.
No, as 7th.
Then you
As 6th.
easy position since the beginning. Then you won the first match for how much?
13.
13 in the last sports, I think.
And in appeal, and you won the appeal for 13 match point. So,
You made the appeal, right?
yeah. So,
And you won the appeal. Now you're down 6 or so.
now, 6 now and 3 the first round, so we are down 9.
Yeah, but I mean, you are great fighters, so I think you
Very great fight.
hope you will record all 9 points and more.
Yeah, we will do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, bye.
You come here. How was the baby today?
The baby, brilliant. You would say that regardless.
You are up in the segment.
We are. We put on a lot in this set, and we're now up.
Is for her. Maybe all the Venice Cup you had won.
It was always my partner and my team.
You have no, you don't count anything. Okay.
Nothing wrong.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Back we are, so we can go back to the match. They are in fourth space here.
Also the other table.
Also the other table, so any problem in making this end?
No.
No problem.
I don't see any. Maybe they can move an imp, but nothing special.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a very interesting match because 5 points with 9 boards to play, 8 boards to play is really anything could happen. Shall we have a look to the other match, the one that was very close between Stroll and Spectre? Oh, didn't happen much because, as you can see, both teams scored four points, so the situation didn't change at all. And let's go to the third match that was not decided yet. The first one between Zimmerman and Texas A.
Zimmerman gained 6 imps, the first 4 boards.
But 6 imps that could be very important because he was already in advance, so he is now 23 points ahead of Texas Aces. That could be, not with 9 boards to play, but anyway, better to be ahead. What do you think, Giovanni?
Yes,
you prefer to be back or ahead?
I prefer to be ahead, but I prefer to be ahead of 70-80 points than 20. Agree.
Okay. What's your opinion of?
Up is better than down.
Maybe if you are up 1, you can feel exactly like you are down 1. Okay, but up better, yes.
So let's go back to our main match, the one we are Lavazza against Chagas.
Okay. No, cazzo per andare qua. Okay.
Giannino, did you ever met also Janice? Did you ever play against this pair, Ravenna Toma?
Honestly, I don't
No,
know.
but for sure you know the other two.
I've already I played against their team last year in Bermuda Bowl. They were playing in a Brazilian team, and we lost against them.
You lost against them.
I remember 15-5.
And what about Janice against Chagas? You must have played sometime.
Chagas, you mean?
Eh?
Mr. Chagas?
I think the right is Chagas, but Chagas, okay, in the French way.
In the American version, it's
In
Chagas.
Chagas.
Chagas is
And,
North American.
Did you play against him sometime?
Yes, of course.
What kind of player is he?
He's a brilliant player.
Mhm.
You have to be very respectful of him.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. There is another imp for Lavazza. So now the result is just 6 back.
Board 21 could be interesting. It's a Grand Slam that should be very easy to bid, but we see that there is a possibility for East West to overcall and disturb a little the dialogue between North and South. But Dubon and Bilde seem to be on the right way. George has just asked for the aces, the key cards. Bilde gave 2, and
We are in Sandra. We are in the other room.
sorry. This room.
No, okay. Now she's
No, I'm
okay.
on the right.
The bidding here is very interesting. So, what do you think they are going? They finished to play.
Probably they are going to play the Grand Slam. Dubon has just made the Grand.
Okay,
No,
okay,
okay.
that's an undo.
Very
Because you remember this afternoon they played 6 clubs instead of 7 spades.
Okay, Peritor tried to fill us the stroke.
Can you explain the bidding more or less?
Why didn't he just bid 5 no trump over 5 hearts?
Sorry, Giovanni. When she speaks, you should do
sorry.
this. Thank you.
No, I'm just curious as to what. I mean, I guess 6 clubs is supposed to be some kind of third round club ask.
I guess 6 clubs is asking for something more in diamonds, because probably Giorgio is convinced that West, who has bid clubs, owns the king of clubs, so now he wants to rely on diamond holding from Dennis to bid the Grand Slam.
But
Now I don't exactly know why they bid 6 hearts.
But when it was sure that were in which part part of the bidding was sure that they were going to play in spades.
When Giorgio bids 3 hearts instead of doubling or bidding something else, 3 hearts shows solid spades and like setting trumps from for his own. I say I have good spades. We play in this trump. Even tough, you are void. Now the bid took a strange direction because Giorgio bid 6 spades. I don't exactly know what's going for.
Meanwhile,
Maybe something bad.
in the other room, the bidding was 1 diamond by north, one heart by east, 1 spade by south, 1 no trump by north, 2 hearts by south, 3 no trumps by north, 4 clubs by south, and 4 diamonds by north.
The bid, the Chagas bid of Chagas didn't help Villas Boas, but is too strong for not reopening the bid. Okay, he bid 6 spades dirtly. I don't understand why. There was no need to be in a hurry.
While Bild is still thinking about on these 6 spades of Giorgino.
Problem is that okay, 6 clubs is of course a Grand Slam try. 5 no trumps should ask for side values, and
I think they'll roll it back. I think if he bids 7, they'll get a director call and roll it back because he must not have done it in tempo.
oh, he beats 6 spades speedily.
Did he?
See,
I wasn't paying attention.
yeah.
When she
Not-
speaks,
No,
you
he
should
did. He did.
Okay, and but 7 no trumps are absolutely cold.
Yeah. But we are not playing board the match. So. Okay,
Okay,
he passed.
so again, I think we have another flat board.
Okay, now there could happen something because Dubois and Bild will think to have lost some imps and not they maybe they can start to play more aggressive and try to win some points for their
That's
own.
your psychological vision of this end.
Mhm.
That they could start to play more aggressive because they are they for sure, in your opinion, they think
Yeah.
that they have lost in this,
'Cause,
lose something in this board.
This misunderstanding is strange. I think Giorgio thought that Six Hearts wasn't showing anything good in diamonds for him. Maybe the King of Hearts that is useless. If probably he thought Bill had something like Ace King of Hearts, Ace of Diamonds, and maybe Queen of Clubs. Or also, if Six Hearts shows values in clubs, you can have a King of Clubs, Ace of Diamond, Ace of Hearts that are not enough to bid 7. So probably Bill thought that Six Hearts was showing 6 diamonds would have been showing the King of Diamonds, and he decided not to bid it.
This board seems to be a little less interesting.
This is a disappointing push for both teams, because also if in a room Bild and Dubois can try to play more aggressively, because they can think to have lost some points. The other room, Bocchi and Sementa can start to play more psychologically free, because
they think to have gained some
they
points.
think to have a good set, and maybe they in their view they have surpassed their opponents. What do you think, Janice?
I agree with every word you say.
Meanwhile, in this end, in the other room, we are don't move. We stay there. But in the other room, the bidding was 1 spade by South, double, 3 spades, 1 spade by East, double by South, 3 spades by West, 4 diamonds by North, pass 5 diamonds by South, defending against nothing, I think.
I guess Villas Boas has exaggerated. 5 diamonds is there are not cards which that allow you to make the contract. I guess Beast for diamonds is not vulnerable against vulnerable, so can also bid with 5-6 cards and a few points.
The other table,
so you have doublet on this.
George Dubois and Dennis Bild Davis stopped in 3 diamonds. Is 3 diamonds makeable? 3 clubs?
Easily.
3 clubs?
No, 3 clubs. They can lose 2 diamonds, 1 spade, 1 heart, and 1 or 2 diamonds. Probably 2 because.
So now the after this end, the match should be more or less leveled. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but remember that they don't know that in the other room.
Yes,
Samantha,
of course.
no, who is it? These two. Help me. Bilde and
in the other room,
they don't realize that a lot of these boards they haven't lost imps on.
But anyway, they can think it's a good board for them because they have 25 points, and yes. Trino Trump's spade lead is unmakeable. You have to give 6 tricks. 4 hearts in 4-3 is not makeable because hearts are 4-2 and they can easily shorten you in playing spades and rough and slough.
Claim accepted, and now
there can be a 5 imps return for them.
Just 1 point ahead for Chagas, so the match is every hand is more interesting. And another interesting bot is coming. What do you think, Giovanni?
I think that, okay.
Okay, no, 4 spades.
Shouldn't be so interesting.
Yes, 4 spades.
I mean, it's only question of 1 imp. Depends from the lead. But Ravenna will give 21. more or less.
Director, if
21,
we have
22
some
points, I think,
some
and
other
Tom has
video.
no reason to
No?
look for a slam.
Right.
Don't make. If you have some more video, we can show now because it's not an interesting board.
Yes.
Okay.
Spades.
No answer?
I should have guessed.
Okay.
I think. Because see that they have 15 points, probably they're 11 and 4.
This is Jade
Okay.
Barrett with World
We have
Bridge
some-
News, reporting on the Juniors Pairs Championship, and I'd like you to have the winners introduce themselves.
Hello, I'm Chen Deng from China. I have been playing bridge for 7 to 8 years, and this is my partner, Hao Chen Liu. He started playing bridge at 8 years old, and we have been partner for 1 year and a half. We have just like that.
Do you go to school together, or are you at the same school, or do you have separate schools?
Yeah, we are at the same school, especially at in the same class.
In the same class.
Yeah.
So, you do other things besides play bridge together? Or?
Yeah, we did many things, just like playing basketball, playing soccer, and many things like that.
So, what in soccer? Do you have a position you play, or?
Yeah, I'm always the attacker.
How about you?
I'm a guard at back.
A fullback we would have, or a goalkeeper?
Maybe goalkeeper sometimes.
Some guy. I'm goalkeeper. Tall goalkeepers do well. Now, how many kids have you worked with? You also teach bridge, yes?
Yeah, hundreds of so many. Yeah.
So, how old are you?
I'm 17.
And you?
I'm 16.
So, you're same year. So, next year university for you, or year after?
1 year after. Yeah.
Okay, well, congratulations, and I know you're both in the running for the overall medal, having been silver in the teams, having won the pairs. How's the individual going?
Not so good until now.
For you, better. Yeah.
It's just so-so, and there's 2 rounds to go.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, and thanks very much for coming with all of the kids from Shenzhen. This is Jade Barrett in Orlando for World Bridge News.
No, niente.
Alright, I have to go.
Back we are.
Thank you,
Bye.
Janice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janice.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.
See
So-
you.
There's still the hand. The board we were looking at before the juniors. And well, in this table there is only an Olympic and world champion. They were in the other room.
Yeah, there are 3.
In the
There
other
are-
room, there are three world champions: Bocchi,
No, I think
Sementa, and Shaga.
no, Branco is not playing. Yeah.
Branco is not playing, otherwise they would be 4. And now let's see what's happening here. 2 clubs. What's 2 clubs?
Shows 18-19 balanced. Your favorite convention.
Well, with clubs a little bit. With diamonds, absolutely not.
Chagas is trying to shake the water, bidding 3 spades. They can play 4 hearts contract that is destined to go 1 down.
But 4 spades without spade lead is not that bad.
But Bocchi will lead the ace of club. But also, if with ace of club, they need Bocchi needs to switch spades, because if he gets his club rough before.
But then he can rough to hearts.
Yeah, he roughs 1 heart and discards the other on the king of clubs.
Right.
So if he leads the ace of club against the 4 spades, for example, probably they are going to play 3. He needs to switch a spade.
Well,
because queen
it's
ace.
already finished at 3 spades
Yeah.
here. I want to have a look what's happening in the other room.
To set the 3 spades always
Okay.
makes
4 spades double.
okay.
Build called the 4
One
spades.
club.
Okay, we are in the right room now.
Okay, now defender should defend perfectly to set the contract. So ace of club lead and the trump switch. Diamond
Otherwise, build
is
will
not
make
enough.
4.
Yes. So in the other room they are playing 3 spades, so it can result again of either 6 imps for
Italy, for
Chagas,
Lavazza?
no,
Chagas,
or 10 imps for Lavazza if Bill
because
makes the
it's
contract.
a double
Yes.
contract.
450 imps. But now I don't know if on ace of club they give count or preference, because preference, the problem count with the count is simpler because they know that he can't have 3 small cards because build has the also 2 of clubs. So he would have given the 2 of clubs from 8 for 2. So he knows the queen third and he can switch a trump. He knows that he's controlling the defense.
Let's see what Toma is doing now.
I want to underline, okay, good switch.
He found the right switch.
But
is it enough to...
Now he can play but there is a problem because he switched with the 2. Now he can play, Dennis can play a club, and he needs to discard because if he roughs with the jack, the 9 of spades now is an entry. So he needs to discard king, club rough, and he should not over rough now. So he needs to be very, very careful. And now if he doesn't over rough, it's all finished because ace of heart rough.
Oh. It's an end
club
in which you have to take a lot of decision in his position.
But now he's finished because if he never over roughs, he can rough an heart. He won't catch any promotion because now he plays club. He discards the heart.
In the other room,
and Toma can discard enough heart cards to catch a promotion of the jack of trumps.
In the other room, they made 11 tricks playing in spades.
So it would be only 9 for Lavazza that are enough for them to pass ahead of the other team. The match. Yeah.
So now the right play would be ace of heart and heart.
No, not immediate. Ace of
club
heart of heart
first.
is wrong because when you play diamond, he takes with the queen and give a club rough.
Also, it should be a club.
Toma would have set the contract by playing the jack of trumps. Okay, maybe I hope to not to be wrong. I'm saying all this without jib.
Yes, I know that there is no jib here. Yes, we have, but...
Yeah, but we don't use it, okay. No, also ace of hearts. Also king of spades you can make because there is a curious end play on west wants all the stoppers. King queen of hearts, ace king queen in diamonds, and the queen of clubs. But is simpler to play club and club.
Let's see what Dennis will do now.
So probably, so also if Toma had switched with the jack of trumps, there wouldn't have been enough to set the contract, because West has all the cards that makes him impossible not to be squeezed. You cash all the trumps, play diamond, now can
he played the 2
okay.
of clubs.
Okay,
discard, king. Now ace of hearts and hearts rough.
Club rough before.
Club rough is worse now.
Also ace of heart and dart and club discarding a red.
It didn't overrough a game. Ace of heart.
Heart and dart.
Horse rough.
Ouch. Sorry. I'm wrong, now you can't make them. Because Toma, I miscounted darts. I can't discard the last darts, the last start. And
the
now
diamond.
No,
Okay,
the heart.
last,
And
yeah.
now we catch the promotion of the Jack of Trumps. Ravenna can play 2 round of hearts. Si era rimbambito. Minchia.
So you are saying that the contract is down 1 now?
Yes. No, I didn't see that he could have discarded 3 hearts because he also discard when he roughed the club. So he discarded
so
3 times.
Why Jeep say that you should have made the contract?
Because you cash all the trumps and West can't guard all his suites. He has to discard either a diamond because he has to keep the queen second in clubs. He has to bear the ace of diamond or the king of hearts, and now you cash ace and 10, or the diamonds, and now you can establish the 10. It's an automatic squeeze. And it can be read because he beats 1 club, 1 space, double pass for hearts. He shows 3 clubs, so you know that he's balanced. If you assume that he has 18 points, it's impossible not to read the situation correctly. Also,
so
because
with 4 boards to go, 8.
It's not easy to see anyway.
8 imps for shaggers.
Yeah. And also the builder knows that probably he could have made and adding this board to 6 space plus 1. There is a bad signal for them.
In the other table, they played 2 spades down 1, so it's 100 for.
Curious they play because probably they open 2 hearts with his card pass 2 spades pass. Now Est decided not to open. I understand because vulnerable situation against not with such a bad suite. Most people don't open with those cards. My style is to do it, you know, but how can you?
You think that 100 for Lavazza is a good result for them in this board?
Yes, because they can easily make 3 clubs. Also, 4 if they lead.
While we are waiting for the declaration, let's have a look at the situation in the other match.
Diamonds, but there are a lot of difficulties.
In the other match, after 7 board, Zimmerman is leading 6-1 in this segment, and his advantage now on Texas Aces is up by 22. Stroll and Spectre after 6 board are 4-4, and Spectre so is exactly as it was at the beginning of the match, 14 points ahead. We have seen, we know about Lavazza, and Alfrey has lost something, but
and I am checking. Alfred has very bad board. They didn't beat the 7 spades.
Well, it is why they already bet in the other room. They beat in the other room 7.
In the open room, no. They still had.
It's not a very bad board because, as you have seen in this match, we are seeing none of the team has beaten 7.
But it doesn't seem so hard to beat it. So
44 points for
are risking a lot.
Are quite a good result. In the women, April. Well, no, the good comeback from Smith that was losing 24-1 and now is just losing 24-19. So 33 points between the two teams. And Baroni is winning the segment by 15 and so closed up to just 27 points from Baker. Let's have a look at the seniors. Wolfson still 27 points ahead of the on China Evan Trust. Even if China is winning the segment by 7, and almost nothing happened in the other match because it's 14-13 for Milner, who is still back of 7. Let's go back to the match. So they are playing 2 hearts in West.
1 down.
And so is 4 for Lavazza.
Yes.
4 points to
Lavazza.
Lavazza.
Trailing by 4 with 3 boards to go.
With 3 boards to go.
And this board seems very interesting.
Oh.
Okay. Even tough East West have only 18 points. They pair the game. Only them can make a game for spades. That can be bid over north-south for hearts, and Bill the Dubois in this board can bid 5 diamonds or 5 hearts. Contract which goes 1 down.
Down 1, 2 blacks and 1 diamond.
This room, Toma opened 2 spades. That seems weak to sweeter.
Double by Dubois.
We expect Ravenna to bid 4 spades probably, or 4 clubs if it's showing. That is not helpful for them because they
2 no trumps.
Don't know now what will happen. Bill probably will bid something like 3 spades. Is a very good end
with red.
I think 4 hearts is not enough to describe this end. I'd like 3 spades. I don't catch to not run, meaning maybe he wants to keep the bid low to bid after and trying to be doubled. You know that if partner has diamond and club shortness, he can make a lot of spades. Sometimes he makes 5 with his end. If partner has 5-5 with spades and diamond.
In this particular board, 5 hearts is a good defense by North-South.
Yes, very good.
Let's see what's happened.
Even tough King Queen of Bear in front of a singleton is sad to see. There are 5 hosted values, but defense works very well. For spades is unbeatable, and they pay only 200 points.
If doubled.
East West can beat 5 spades. They don't know the situation. They have a huge double fit, 20 cards in the black suites. It's normal if they bid. And maybe North-South can also misjudge the situation and bid 6 hearts.
Okay, I'll tell you. In the other room, it happens exactly what you were saying now. Chagas and Villas Boas defended. After they have doubled 5 spades, they defended 6 hearts, which of course is a double contract.
The bid didn't help Chagas. Villas Boas opened 1 diamond and then with the 5 hearts is normal, but now he thinks to have at least 19 cards of
Why they went
hearts
just
and
1
diamonds.
down in 6? Isn't it
Just
strange?
1 down is curious. He led. Led was club because he was trying to open loser and to take away in for example in ace. I guess he was looking for the king of clubs by Antonio because he's fearing that he can discard everything on the diamond, and he knows that probably the declarer was roughing the lead of ace of spades.
Oh, I see.
He bid 6 hearts over the double.
So anyway, 200.
Sementa took it as singlet on he played club and they saved 1 down.
Let's go back to the other table where they have already reached 5 hearts by North. Pass.
Yeah, but now they discovered the double fit, so probably Ravenna is going to bid the 5 spades. He doesn't know that they can cash 2 black tricks and the king of diamonds.
5 spades from by Ravenna. Now, after 3 spades by North, is he allowed to say 6 hearts, or he should just pass 5 spades?
He has already described his hand. He can double. That in their agreement means I want to bid. If you judge to have the right cards, you can bid the 6 hearts. But now George has king, queen, pair clubs, and doublet on his spades. He knows that probably partner has not.
Now they have gone to 6 clubs.
Maybe
So
6 clubs. So now easy to.
So now Lavazza should pass.
Yeah.
In front.
So 12 imps for them. Yes.
No, in this match, yes. No, there are 3 boards left.
Yes.
So we have very interesting question by Steve Weinstein and Jan Brogland.
You want the microphone?
I want to go home.
I want to see my baby. King of clubs.
You want to comment the results?
So now it's 200 for Lavazza in the other room, and 200 or 500 here, 200 here as well. Joa.
What?
How much are they going to pay in 6 clubs?
500.
500. So it's 700 for Lavazza.
Yes.
Which means
12 imps.
That means the Lavazza is going to lead by 119 to 111.
Okay. Anyway, Thomas, I don't understand the 6 clubs bid. Maybe it meant 5 spades bid as kind of. No, don't keep. He thinks to have shown first that he has only 3 cards support and he relies on the best fit. He thinks that partner has 5 clubs and 3 spades, I guess. Otherwise, a bid is can't be explained. And there are.
Now they still have to pay 1 club, 1 heart. Yes, of 100.
$12 imps badly needed for Lavazza. That again in this match now is ahead.
Just 2 boards to go. Let's have a look at the situation in the other match. Zidman still leading by 25. Strull leading by 14, exactly like before. Lavaz Chagas we have already seen. Alfrey is up of 55, which with just 6 sports to go.
Alfrey has just gained a monster result of 14 imps because they made the 5 hearts redoubled vulnerable. And now the match is
over.
They started and they double 5 hours probably to take back some imps and bad decision for them.
In the women, there are not important changements. Exactly the situation is exactly as it was before.
Smith has gained 36. Now is 36 to 24. You have to upload. Smith is now down only 16.
Yeah.
They were down 52 after 4 boards of this match.
So Smith is back. Well, they have still this segment, 2 more segments to play. So
board 20, it's interesting. Board 21, Smith made 7 spades. In the other room, Upper played 4. 17 imps.
4 is really strange.
They gained 31 imps in the 2 slams board.
Meanwhile, China Ever Trust in the senior has recovered 15 points on Wolfson, and they are back just by 19. While the other room is the other table, the match is really very, very close, being Silverman just 7 points ahead. Shall we have a short look to nothing? We go back to the match. Okay, what's happening now?
They are playing 2 hearts. Even if Thomas switches an heart, he can make 4 hearts, 2 diamond, 1 spade and 1 club by executing a roughing finesse. So should be a push board. And
they made 2 hearts in the other
if
room.
anything strange happens, Lavazza will keep their lead by 8 points with only a board to play.
You know, 8 points can... yesterday in the last board, you remember yesterday in the last board?
Yes.
Giorgino double 3, no trumps, and gained 800 points. So everything
14 imps.
14 imps. So everything is possible.
Last board.
I want to ask our director if we have some other video or we have to colgate with some... Oh, now... Or we just finished the match, just 1 board left. Oh, okay, so now we stop for a while. We hope a short while because we would like to see the end of the match, but there is the Congress of World Bridge Association and we must colgate.
Hello, Mark.
Okay.
Good morning.
How do you find, in a few words, this meeting?
Well, I think the global atmosphere was very positive. We had to discuss about very important points like the new statutes, the new bylaws, finances and so on. And I think there was a good connection with the NBOs and with the delegates representing the NBOs. So it's very, very important that we keep this connection and that we have an open and transparent discussion about all these important points. So for me it was a good Congress.
And how is your opinion about the new rules that we can choose 3 delegates to the executive board?
Well, overall the general idea is to give more power to the Congress. And choosing people who represent directly the Congress and the Executive Council, who can voice the opinion of the NBOs, is very important in my view. And it will be for the first time in 2020 when they elect the 3 people going to the Executive Council. But there's more than that. There's not only the delegates in the Executive Council, but also the openness to give more information to the Congress, to publicize financial figures, for example. So there's a big underlying stream to create more direct communication, direct transparency, which is in line with what today's people want.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Okay, Giovanni, before go, just say hello to our spectators. Okay, then you go. And we thank you very, very much for what you have done.
Thank you a lot. With one board to go, their Bill the Duben are playing Trino Trump, and should be a flat board because 9 tricks should be easy to make.
Okay, thank you, Giovanni. Thank you. We'll see you again tomorrow. Eh?
Thank you very much.
See you.
Goodbye.
Ciao. Our match was by far the speediest one, because in the other match Zimmerman, Texan says they have just 9 boards played, Stroll against Spector just 8 boards, and Halfrey Grace board that's 7 boards. Let's say that there could be some delay here in the score, but anyway, we are really the speediest match. We have followed the speediest match, and thanking to Giovannino, we hope that you have enjoyed it. And if director has nothing to say, I would thank you all and say goodbye for tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.